Good evening. Welcome to our live after 5. I am here in Dublin with my lovely friend Angie Mezzetti. And Angie and I were doing a podcast. I was so privileged that Angie asked me to do a podcast this evening on women in leadership, her podcast program. And Angie is a former RTE news presenter. She is a podcaster. She is a media coach and so much more. And I just wanted to use this opportunity to ask you to share some tips with our audience on what kind of good tips would you give someone who's thinking of making a video for their business?
Okay, it's a really good way to sell your business and to show your values and who you are. Then you can do it, people can see straight away. Okay, a couple of tips. Have a story arc, have a plan. Where you start, where the middle is, and where the end is. It's called a story arc in Hollywood. Second thing is, make sure that what you see in the background is good. We're here in this fabulous house, number 31, just off Leeson Street. Long story about that, but that's another day's work. Have the people in the middle of the room not backed up against the wall, otherwise it looks like a firing squad. Get really good sound. You can get these small little Rode mics that can pin onto your guest or yourself as your presenter, and the other one goes into your mobile phone. So story arc, good sound, good vision, not up against a wall.
And where would you recommend getting one of these microphones, Angie?
Well, it's called Rode, R-O-D-E. You can get them from Big Bear Sound in Newmarket in Dublin. You can get them online. I like to go and buy them in places like Big Bear, but I also got one recently in a place called the Camera Shop in the top of Grafton Street.
Very good. So Camera Shop or Rode online.
Yeah,
super.
yeah. And good lighting. Like we're lucky, we're beside a bar here, got some nice lighting.
So in terms of if somebody has a big event coming up, could you help them prepare their speech and their talk? It could be a wedding or a business presentation or a speech at a conference. Is there something you
We
can do?
do that all the time, and one of the key things I say to people is to own the space. And you know, think about, you owe your audience everything, but you also have to have your own opinion. So make up your mind what you want to say, and then don't worry what other people think, because you're not going to please everybody anyway. So just like yourself, like what you've got to say, and keep it tight. Don't wander, don't waffle on too long.
Super.
Yeah.
Well, look, Angie, where can people track you down if they are interested in some of your coaching?
Sure, I'm online on womeninleadership.ie. I've got so many different little accounts. Also on Twitter at Angie Mezzetti, A-N-G-I-E, M-E-Z-Z-E-T-T-I. It's a hard one, that's why I spell it all the time. And also I have a website, ocarina.ie, and it's called Ocarina. You were asking this? Yes. Because when I used to Google my own name, which is an unusual one, a strange one, it was always this ocarina came up, and there was a group of troubadours who used to travel through Europe playing these tiny little instruments called ocarinas.
Ah,
So that's where I got the
cool.
idea.
That is so cool, because Mezzetti is a very unusual name.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a link to your website
Great stuff.
in the comments. And so our takeaways here: have a great mic, and we don't have a mic with us because
Have
this
a story.
was improvised.
Yeah.
Thanks for your thumbs up, and thanks guys for watching. Have a story.
Yeah.
Don't stand up against the back of a wall.
No, because it looks like a firing squad.
Yeah, and come here, would you agree raw and real is great? It doesn't have to be
Absolutely.
perfect.
Yeah.
Like this is improvised, isn't
Absolutely, yeah. People, appreciate
it? Raw and
that
real.
you're there and you're doing your best.
And also get some coaching if you're fearful of it, and be brave
yeah.
and
Like
stand
yourself, and have an
Great.
opinion.
Okay, well look guys, thanks for watching. I'll put a link underneath. Have a great evening, and as I always say, slán go fóill.
Bye.